Guys, here we are back in Tally the Votes to talk about the most recent week of Big Brother. And we've got lots to talk about. I'm Christy, and as always, I am here with David and Jamie, two of the greatest Alliance member of all time. Guys, how are you?
I will
I,
never
I'm
ever
okay.
write your name down, Christy.
Thank you.
I'm okay.
Let's
I'm
keep that
okay.
going. Wait, wait.
Totally writing Jamie's name down,
I thought you already have. You already put. You wrote my name down at the last tribal, David. Let's be real.
No,
though.
we love each other. We bicker, but we love each other. All right, guys. So this week, I'm not exactly sure where we went. I guess maybe we should kind of wrap up last week. Kind of, there was some hubbub about last week's evictee. I guess we should probably maybe talk about that for a couple minutes. In the fact that Riley was ejected, we all know this, and then CBS just, I mean, it's been kind of a little crazy, right? So they took him out and then debriefed
Sure,
him,
he
and then immediately
got the
said
whole
that.
debrief.
Yep, and then said announced that on Friday there would be no interviews. CBS was not giving Riley
Oh,
wasn't doing any
conflict
interviews. Conflict of interest.
schedules.
Scheduling
Oh yeah,
conflict.
scheduling conflict. Thank you. Sorry. Um, thoughts?
Yeah. Why is Julie still trying to make the Riley ship a thing?
Well, yes. I wondered how that was going to happen, and I really wonder, given tonight, how how they're going to handle her leaving now, right? Uh,
Well,
what's going to happen?
they have to let her do interviews. They're not going to be able to stop. I mean,
Oh,
She
you
might
can't.
say she doesn't want to.
she
Well,
might
she
not.
might
She might not want
because
to, but I'm sure
she's in
she.
for a bad next couple of hours because she
Yeah,
doesn't know
She
any of this is happening.
exactly, and
yeah,
it's like a
she's
bomb. And
gonna kind of get a headwind for
just
sure.
as Riley had
Yeah.
said when he went out, "Oh, you heard that?" I think his world was rocked about how much viewers saw, right, and could
Yeah.
hear. Apparently, they didn't do their homework on how the Big Brother house works, so he was shocked. He didn't do any interviews, and I don't know if that was CBS or that was partly him or what it was, but I believe it was Monday. They had announced, or they'd seen on news outlets saying that he was going to sue CBS for defamation. Um, isn't that
It's
what
not
wasn't that the term you used?
it's
Uh,
not defamation if it
Maybe
came
if it
out of your
comes out
own
of your
mouth.
mouth.
right, and that's the thing. And CBS
Whoops.
was actually they were really nice to him because they did not edit it. They gave him a very soft edit.
They did.
Um, it's much to
Yeah, I
the TV viewers.
it's not the
To my
first
opinion.
time. It's
Yeah.
not the first time that a house guest has come out and then it's like, "Oh, I said all these things and oh, it made me look bad," and they try to turn it around. It happens every so often. Kind of cruddy people kind of say cruddy things and then
And
they
you know
have a
what?
cruddy attitude about it. So,
In life, I hope that we are all, our listeners and us as well, the sorts of people that if a mirror was held up to our face, that maybe we would have a little pity party or maybe a little angriness or something, a little bitter Betty time for a little while, but then hopefully we would open our eyes, open our open our ears, maybe take it in, see how we could maybe change ourselves for the better.
I mean, like
Um,
some of us have already had that
Yeah,
happen, you
exactly.
know? Like
That's
this is
part of
called
growing up,
growing
guys.
up.
Part of growing up.
Yes.
Um, because I think Riley could be a much better person if he could just hear how it came across. And maybe but I did see also that as he was evicted, I'm guessing he was also congratulated because he had a child born while he was in the Big Brother house.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
There you go.
a girl that he blocked and said, "Sorry, not my baby." Had his baby, but
He's
his
he is
entire family is
so
like, "That's
top
not his
notch.
baby." And you go like, "Wow, okay, you guys are like, maybe before you say mean things, maybe find out first."
And then the
And
baby
then
came out
and
with
then
a cheesy mustache and
Some
well, not his
curly
cheesy
hair.
mustache. He didn't have that when he entered the house. That was because he wanted to be like
It grew
Vince.
in. It grew in, yeah.
well, we all do.
Right,
All men
exactly.
all men want to be like Vince.
Absolutely, exactly,
Unemployed, cheesy mustache,
exactly. So I guess we can
smelly
book it.
stocking cap.
I really, I don't understand day after day after day after day. Okay.
I'm getting
Um,
a little tired of the stocking cap too because, like,
I
okay,
think it's,
like, let's be real. Let's just be real for a second. Vince is not a bad-looking guy.
no,
He's a handsome
yeah,
petite man.
yeah,
He's got good hair. Wash it, show it off a little bit. You don't need to wear the hat all the time. And
right.
we're not in the wilderness, Vincent. Just
And
saying.
you're not on the Cosby Fat Albert show.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
You don't
Come
have.
on.
You don't have to wear it all the time.
You
It
don't.
doesn't
Okay,
have to
You're
be
not a
your.
for the
permanent
millennials
cartoon
and
character.
Generation Z, you have no idea what she's talking about.
Just
David, that
trust
was
her.
just for you.
Just trust her.
So I don't know. I don't get it. Sometimes we've seen him without it, but he's got very puffy hair, but it's longer.
Yeah, yeah.
And
A
I
little
wonder if
body in
he's
there.
I
one of
wonder if
those
he's
people-
named his hair.
No,
Absolutely
I
not.
bet you not. No.
Maybe his
He
mustache.
named his
though.
mustache. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Bertha too. Bertha
No, it wouldn't be
Jr.
Bertha.
Nah, he'd
it'll
have
be
a better
like
name.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Brian sends in some feedback. He's talking about Catherine, and he said she lost her mother and other family in the last year. She needs some space and grace. Riley claims he was misrepresented. Not much hope for him without responsibility and accountability.
right. He has to do that
Uh,
first. He has the work.
Brian
to
with
do
the
and-
early truth bombs.
And you know what? Here's the deal. If by chance you ever have a bad moment like Riley's had, and if you decide to, instead of rejecting the criticism, you listen and apologize and change, people forgive you. But if you
Yeah.
don't, if you
And
don't see it,
I'm not that I'd suggest it, but we live in a world where you could just write a paragraph about recognizing the truth and wanting to be a better person, and they'll forgive you for just saying that
Hey,
much.
exactly. It's not
Like,
hard, Riley.
Even
Come
if
on.
you don't change, you just gotta force the apology out.
People who want
And-
to change can change.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Yes.
So
um,
I'm still not sad that he's gone at all, but I am really like the whole time Julia's interviewing her and she's like, "How do you feel about him?" And I
well,
don't
we wanted to
understand it.
know.
Why are you asking all of
But
these questions about this
she-
relationship, and she's about to walk off stage and just get bombarded with what the public is
Well, maybe
Well,
that's
and-
it, and they can they can gauge it right there. What's she
And
willing
but
to say on camera?
What's interesting, and it does bring up an aspect, if she doesn't agree with what the people watching the feeds, she
then
lived
it's up
it.
to
It's
her.
her
It's her own
experience.
life. Yeah.
If she doesn't feel she's a victim here, is she?
Yes, but it doesn't mean
I
that
mean, well, maybe not.
no,
I
it
mean-
does
I mean-
because
Okay.
you go like let's go to a much harsher example. But if
Mhm.
if you're looking at somebody who's in a domestic abuse
Okay,
relationship,
that's different.
I'm just said it's harsher. But
Well-
if the woman still loves him and says no, he didn't mean to do this and so on and so forth, or if the man is saying that, but it still keeps happening. But they still love that person. Yes, they are still a victim. They're still a victim.
I understand,
of
but
it.
I don't know that
She's still a
everything
victim of it. She's still a
he
victim of it.
did rose to that level that
No,
she's a victim
no,
if she
but
doesn't
she's-
think she is.
But she is still a victim
And-
of verbal control
Yes.
and borderline
that's-
abuse.
Okay,
And
I
that is
will grant that. You're
and
right.
that is how every abuser starts. It starts incrementally, right? It's like, how much can I exert my control on you?
Yeah.
How much more? How much more? And before you know it,
and
they're having to
that's
exert
why
more.
they're called red flags. Those
Right.
statements of his are called
And-
red flags for a reason.
Yes, and
Because it could be. It might not ever be more than that, but it
And
is a window that
every-
says it could be.
every relationship where there is some sort of abuse, that person will continue to be abused until they understand that they are
They are
being
being
abused,
abused.
or
yeah.
that it's not right, and they understand that they deserve better.
Now,
I mean, I
she
got the
did
sense.
say-
Oh, go ahead.
She
Chris,
did
or
say,
Katie.
"Oh, well, we'll have to see." She wasn't like, "Oh my
Right.
God,
She
yes,
did.
I'm crazy about him. I can't wait to see him." She did do the, "Oh, we're gonna have to see how it goes." So
Mhm.
I am hoping there's just a little bit underneath all of that where she's like, "I'm just trying to be graceful for the stage, and I'll handle this when I'm out."
I wish that she had been voted out once she had gone on jury. She would have had all those weeks
Without him, yeah.
out of the house, but not bombarded back into that
With
life,
all the information, yeah.
and just been able to like be herself. Because I had said last week that with him gone, she was actually going to be able to play the game now,
Mhm.
and I'd hoped that she would.
But
Yeah.
she did not. All
she
she
did
did was
not.
all she did was want revenge for him getting kicked
Yeah,
out,
Which,
and she
which
yeah,
is
focused on Rachel. I mean,
which
yeah,
is really, really common for people when their showmance goes home. All of them
and
do it, but she never
and
really got to play before that, though, either.
right.
So,
The thing is, so Rachel could have told her like, Brenda and I didn't make it to the end. Brenda was voted out, but I went on and won.
mhm.
So
well, and what's interesting is she
this
didn't
might
have
be
any
good for your game.
problem with her good friend Lauren, who used the veto, thus
None of this would
necessitating
have.
the replacement
That's
nom.
just
Right.
it. That's but it's also kind of delicious that like the one person that's like crying the hardest is the person who started this entire
Yeah.
tidal wave,
To
Yeah.
save somebody she doesn't particularly care about, which is
Correct.
funny.
who she's not in an alliance with.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Well,
guys.
I think she wanted. Okay. So they just told Catherine when she in her exit interview that, or sorry, in when she was talking to Julie, that there was the judges
Yeah. Oh,
alliance.
oh, and okay. Listen here, CBS. You have some damage to take care of right now because they mentioned the judges. They told her about the judges, and they listed the judges
Yes.
as being Vince, Ashley, Rachel, Will, and Mickey. Mickey's not in the
Mickey's not
judges.
in
It's
that.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Come
Did she say Mickey? I guess I
on.
didn't clock
She
that.
did. Mickey's picture's up there.
What?
It was but not Morgan's. Yep.
Okay, wait. So production puts the pictures up. That's on production. But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is also on fake Julie Chen. You aren't really watching this show, are you?
Busted.
You're only doing what they're telling you to.
It's
You-
so busted.
I'm so disappointed with Julie Chen right
And
now.
you know what? I'm gonna even just go out on a little bit of a rickety limb, but a limb nonetheless. This week was kind of like Morgan kind of ate this week. Like Morgan's really did a lot of working with Vince, and a big part of why Rachel didn't get nominated was
Yeah,
because of Morgan.
Okay.
but there was certainly some controversy with how Morgan
I mean,
worked
listen.
Vince.
Yes.
listen. It's called.
I mean, Vince's
called-
girlfriend is not.
It's
happy.
called Vorgan. Let's call it what it is.
Yes.
Many people are shipping them.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I think that your pick and my pick might actually like make a good couple. Just
maybe
saying.
maybe someday your pick and my pick will make little picks.
Maybe. Here's the deal, David. I know people can get mad and say, "Oh, well, he has a girlfriend."
Mhm.
Now that's and she's mad. But
I
he
don't
went into
blame her,
there.
yep.
I don't blame her, but she's gonna be okay, girl. Don't worry about it. Okay, he's
Well,
either
first of all, he's not a great catch. He's like a 33-year-old unemployed guy with no prospects. I
know.
mean, seriously.
you know what? Someone who won the lottery would say they're self-employed or they're are unemployed.
Okay,
More
That
more
man did not
likely.
win the lottery.
I'm not saying that, but you just don't know all the things that are going on in his life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he could be born into a trust fund.
You
don't
never know. You never know. You never know. He's got to have beanie money. So
No, because then
Um,
if he had trust fund money, he'd have 2 or 3 beanies, not just the one ratty, smelly looking one.
yeah, maybe that's his good luck one. Maybe that's
Maybe
it.
it was his girlfriend's. Maybe it was Kelsey's beanie.
Oh. And here's the thing: do we know how long him and Kelsey have been in a relationship?
No.
Okay, so we don't really know. We know what she's saying, and I don't. He said that she gave him permission to do whatever he needed to do to win the game.
I saw something that was purported to have been by her, and I don't know what format it was from. Where maybe Instagram,
Yeah.
where she said no, they put very very serious limits on that and talked about boundaries.
Okay, so I've seen them on the
Well-
couch, hugging and cuddling and
Yeah, some
and
cuddling.
stroking each other's.
Well, I guess
and
I guess
cuddling.
the real one is he put his head in Morgan's lap, and she was like rubbing his head. That was the one that the feeds were going nuts
From
over.
what I saw, the terminology used on the girlfriend's behalf was like an emotional affair, like emotionally cheating.
Yes. However, I will say it's the Big Brother house. The emotions in there are so strong. Look at them. They cry every second.
Especially
Laura,
Vince.
yes.
Well, Vince cries every
Right,
and
yes.
Morgan. They would
Right,
make a
so-
great couple.
So here's the thing. They start to crack in this house, right?
Yep.
It's they're locked up. They don't have any. It's just that it starts to wear on their mental health. And I just wonder, you need someone to lean on, and part of that is some sort of like physical closeness. Now they haven't done anything that would be beyond just comfort, right?
Not
Not that I
yet.
saw.
Okay, I haven't seen or heard that either. Okay, I'm glad for that. But
Well, it's very difficult, I would imagine,
hard. It's hard.
as being the significant
sure it
other
was,
in
but-
that relationship.
yes,
Just
you're
sitting there
missing them, watching
and
it, going,
seeing it on social media,
Yeah.
and so my heart goes out to
Yes,
her, because I am
absolutely.
certain that's really, really difficult. And you'll have to work that out, but it
Yeah.
will not have been the first time
no,
that this has happened in Big Brother. In
No.
fact, there's been seasons where marriages have broke up
Yeah.
because of Big Brother cuddling. It's happened. Cody,
Brian
looking at you, buddy.
Brian says a 7-year relationship.
Yeah, there
all
you
right.
go.
Well, I mean, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They'll be fine. It's whatever.
They'll
don't know.
figure it out.
It's I don't know. But did he?
Now
but
you
did-
know in Rachel's first season, Brittany Haynes did say recently that in their season, Brendan and Rachel are the only surviving relationship, because Brittany was engaged, and that got broke off, and I mean, like, it's like this long list of different like breakups that were involved with that season. So that's just what happens. You're away from home for what, three months on average, maybe 4 months if you count the sequester beforehand, and then
Yeah.
the group events afterwards.
Yeah. You don't really get downtime. You're very
You-
busy after the exit as well. Yeah.
And if you're in that house up until jury, when you leave this game, you're not the same person you were when you went in. You're just not.
No. It's like, I don't know, if you go off to any sort of super stressful, this is stressful 24/7 for these guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I think maybe we don't remember that sometimes. We forget. And I feel like if you were shipped off away from, I won't say like war, not saying that, but if you were shipped off away from everybody and everything you knew, everything that you got comfort in, and in a high stress situation, with these other people also in high stress situations, I can see where boundaries can kind of bend, and
Yeah,
things.
especially when you have to be paranoid of every conversation that's
Yeah,
being had with
You just, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have people in your life, but I have a person that I care for very deeply that will very often tell me, Christy, I just need a hug. Can you give me a hug? And that's just what they need at that moment.
Yep.
Some people are like that. And I just wonder if some of I think in this situation,
Keanu is definitely like that.
they need hugs. All of them.
This whole group, they are a
Ke-
bunch of like
Keanu
hugging.
needs a Valium or a Ritalin or something.
Like,
I don't know. I just hope that at some point when the season is over and Keanu has seen all the episodes, and I hope somebody interviews him and says, "So, why didn't you
Rachel
work?"
tried
Yeah,
really,
she
really
re-
hard to work
she
with
really
you,
liked
bro.
dude. She really liked you. She went. Do you see
She
now?
tried so hard, you just
you
wouldn't
rejected
listen.
her. You rejected her so. She had so much patience, like you were a toddler. Okay.
Can we talk about this week and like how many funny moments there were, because there's like the whole like breaking up of Keanu and Rachel, where she's like, I can't. She basically said he was just a child that she couldn't manage anymore. That's basically what she told him in so many words.
I
And
love
then-
Rachel, and I love
then,
that she
like-
made it another week without being on the block. It's so
I was
fantastic.
so excited to have a week of
was good.
Rachel being Rachel Riley and being like, no, I just don't want to hug Kelly.
Oh, okay. Can anybody in Survivor history or even reality TV show history mean girl better than Rachel when she puts her mind to it?
Not very many. Like,
My gosh.
she's
But
got it
Shaq,
down.
see, I didn't think she's within that situation. I don't think she would
Well,
have been
but with,
mean
well, also
if.
with Keanu in the bedroom or
Okay, but that's
in the
separate issue. When she stood out there and Kelly said, "Here," if she just said, because all she said initially was, "No, I'm all right. I don't need a hug."
no, she
If
said,
Kel,
"I'm sitting here. There's no room for you."
Yes, before she
that's
sat down.
And
fine.
then and she said,
That's
"Well, I
fine.
know I'm just here saying hi. There's really no room." That's what she
Yeah,
kept
okay, you're
saying.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But Kelly could have just like, okay, oh, you don't want to hug? Okay, that's fine. She didn't have to go, well, what did I do? I haven't done anything. I did nothing wrong. So I'm going to go to bed and then go inside and cry. Like, you're not on her team.
This is
Okay.
what's
What
this
did
is what's
Rachel say? I'm
so
tired of kumbaya.
yeah.
Kumbaya, big brother.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Kelly has like some real. There's a couple of people. Kelly's not the only one. There's a group of people within the house, Vince being on that list, that up until this point had been like, oh my God, Rachel is so mean and she's so scary, and she hasn't been. She
no,
hasn't
she
been
has not.
doing this week's
Mm-mm.
business. Like this is like she's kind of like, you know what? I'm tired of it. Fine. You want the claws? They're coming out. I think that's where she's at. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and people are gonna be
Well,
afraid to talk to me. Well, fine, I'll give you a
she
reason
had her
to.
week of being HOH and saw how people acted, saw what, how that all came down. If those people are mad at her for Riley going home, why does she have to pretend like they're working together? We're not working together.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. And Kelly has been messy about who she talks to, and so all
Yep.
these things keep coming back. Well,
Yep.
okay, they're all kind of messy about who they talk to be real, but Rachel's starting to get all of these things coming back to her, and then like Kelly is as dramatic as Rachel's like cold shoulder can be. Kelly is 10 times more dramatic with her responses to it, which
Yes.
is just feeding Rachel's cold shoulder thing again. And it's this
But
hilarious figure eight that's been going
right,
on
but it's
all
weird.
week.
It's like Kelly, she doesn't understand how on the bottom she is, does she?
No, and Kelly isn't. Kelly can win in these little challenges, and she's talked about so many times about how she wants to play the game just like Tucker. Tucker, who didn't know the game. He didn't understand Big Brother, but he knew how to win these little challenges until he didn't. And Kelly is kind of the same. She doesn't understand the game. She's not like a big fan of it or something that's watched a bunch of seasons or has figured out how to maneuver around alliances and what have you. So
Yeah.
she's a busy bee socially, but not in like a positive way. And she's getting herself trapped in all these corners. And if Kelly had not won the blockbuster tonight, she was out.
Yeah, it was her.
So
They wanted to send her home first.
Rachel's
And the
not the
thoughts
only one
behind
that's
that,
getting like kind of tired of the Kelly of
yeah,
everything.
the thoughts behind that was Kelly. Well, they were trying to figure out, should they send Kelly or Catherine? Who would be a better person to send home? I mean, obviously the blockbuster dictated all of that anyway, but because they were worried this is going to be the last chance to get somebody out that we don't want to be on
On
jury.
jury, yeah. Which this group is like so tied up into jury. It's interesting.
Yeah, it just takes one person to start swinging that subject, and then everyone jumps on it, and it's like a feeding frenzy, and everyone's talking about it. But it's like,
It's
guys, it's too early. I
It was
mean, it
like the
is
second eviction, and they're talking about who needs to
correct.
stay until jury. Like, guys, it's the jury or the wall. That's 90% of
That's
their
all.
conversations.
So they all at least knew those two things about the game.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good for them. Um, but this was the last week to get somebody out before jury. So I think it was relative or relevant this week to actually talk about jury. So that
Yes.
if they wanted to get rid of someone, it was Mickey's week to go, but she saved herself. Um, yeah, and then okay, now we'll just take Kelly out. That's fine too. And then no, or no, sorry, that yeah, am I right? Yes, then Kelly wins the blockbuster, and so it's Catherine. But no one was even thinking about Ava. They were not thinking about her so much that they decided to just Lauren and Catherine just decided to go in the room and just have a big long strategy session while Ava was right there in the bed.
It was- it's happened a few
Her
different
faces,
times. Like,
her
but this
her
was the first
faces in the
time.
diary room afterwards was like,
There's been a few different times where there's been people and they're talking, and like it's usually Ava who's up in the bed and they don't notice that she's there, or like
Oh, that was
the
hilarious.
viewers notice it. But this is the first time there was any real like game
Yeah, it is something that she shouldn't have
conversation.
overheard. But here's the thing: then they talk, and now Lauren's all worried, like, oh my gosh, was she in there? Oh my gosh, she heard this, and then they're better. She was in there spying on us. She was not
She
spying
was in
on
her
you.
own bed,
She
fools.
was taking a nap, and y'all went in there and started talking about something without checking around the corners. That's your fault. That's
Yep,
your fault.
that's
Um,
on you.
that's on you. But it was pretty funny. Ava did nothing wrong.
Lauren is a funny archetype. You know, like she's this little petite, beautiful, sweet person who
Maybe a little naive, right?
just can't make a decision without fumbling left and right, and it's like, she feels like somebody who should be able to play the. I mean, she's a
I
longtime
think,
fan. She should be able
listen,
to play this a little better.
I think looking at the game, I think she can see which pieces need to be moved. But in the game, and I'm going to say it's just because she's such a young person still. She is really, I want people to like me. That's the problem this year. Too many
Yeah,
players who
yeah,
want people to like them. So
you're
she doesn't want to
right.
make anyone mad at her because she's still a people pleaser at
Yep.
22. And Vinny, he's kind of, I don't want to make anybody mad either. Except
No, it's I just do it, keep going taking the easy path, and I just keep making these mistakes. It's just like real life.
And now I'm going to have a cry.
and Keanu was like, bro, it's okay, bro,
He
it's okay.
falls to the ground.
Keanu's like, I just want you to choose me. It was like a
Yes,
bad
pick
rom
me,
com.
choose me, pick
That
me,
was super
Vince.
weird too.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're playing one of these games, any of these games where alliance is a part of the gameplay, you need to make sure that the person that you're trying to be in an alliance with wants to be in an alliance with you. Keanu, get it through your head. Vince is just not that into you.
But
You're not as cuddly.
Rachel was going to
Yes.
work with you, you ding dong.
But he's afraid of her.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
that's it. Maybe he's afraid of, even at his age and tremendous adulthood, he can't not be afraid
I
of women.
really thought last week that they were really going to have an opportunity to like work together, because I mean, he's got his mom, he's got sisters. I mean, like,
Yeah.
but it's funny because it's like he's comfortable around women in all of those ways, but he like only listens to the advice of men. If Vince tells him something, even though Vince has burned him 3 times and has lied to him all these different times,
Yeah.
and he literally said
And
he's burned me 3 times, but I can't help but trust him. Dude,
because
Rachel
he's
hasn't
not in
burned
an
you,
alliance with you. Get
and
it through.
and Rachel hasn't burned you, but you can't possibly seem to trust her, dude.
Because she
Like,
might. She might, Jamie. She
holy
might.
Moses, these
And
guys.
I don't know. If I was in this game right now, I would be like, I'd much rather be played by Rachel Riley than
Oh
by,
yes.
if you're going to be played by somebody, and then you go like, well, of course.
I'd
It
be
was
like,
Rachel.
who are we going after? Let's do it.
And if they got you, you'd be like, I got by the best. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to do? She's a winner, and way better than me.
I
think you've
love to
gotta-
be. Go ahead.
You've got to consider Rachel's odds have gotten much, much better after getting through these last 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they were going to get her, you think she'd, easy, they'd have gotten her by now.
So,
Yep.
David, are you saying that you are now officially a Rachel
Well,
Riley fan?
Look,
Little by little, it's moving that way, right?
it really is, and I don't know why, other than to say she's not the same person she was. The kind of whiny thing that she did, she's not doing, which is what bothered me.
But maybe in
And-
that situation, she needed to play that
Maybe,
character to those people.
but I'm just saying that I'm not
She was the fun
sure
girl.
that she's that that good this season or everyone else is that bad. I'm not sure which it is, but she is the only highlight of this season, really. For
Yeah,
me.
and that's a fair point because I mean we've talked about that in the last 24 hours. When you're playing with people who are not at a really high caliber, it's gonna make your game look better. But what if the situation is like this crowd is a really easy to make yourself look good. You just have to play and not vote out your own alliance members, and you're already doing better than the rest of the house. But maybe it is like even if you had a few players in there that were good, Rachel still is she's good at this game. She is somebody who's good at this game, and I think one of her biggest flaws in the past, if you were to look at her playing flaws, is her interactions, her social standing. But she has figured that out.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has.
So
Maturity.
now she's a really well-rounded
I
player.
mean, we've seen a lot of returning players on a lot of shows. They don't usually get better. Sometimes they're as good, but she's improved. There's no
Yeah.
question she's a better player now than she was back then.
This has been a really
Less
exciting
wine,
year
less booze.
for.
Let's be fair. Her seasons there was
There you
booze.
go.
every
There's
night.
less
Although tonight when Kelly said, Rachel, when you were being nice, saying nice things about whoever,
Yeah, what is
Rachel
it?
just came and took the whole bottle of wine and said, I'm drinking this.
Okay,
Yes.
but like if you guys listen, I'm gonna tell you a rule, guys. If you're with a group of people and there's a bottle of wine open
Mhm.
and y'all are talking too much and you're not drinking it, someone is gonna drink it.
Yep.
Don't get mad.
it's gonna
It's
get
open. It's
it's
gotta
gonna
get,
get-
drunk.
yep lower and lower as the conversation carries. If you're not paying attention,
And at some point, you just look at what's left and go, I don't even have to put this in a glass, right? It's just, it's fine, right? They don't wash dishes anyway. Rachel will end up washing all the dishes.
Yeah, Keanu.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Keanu,
you
no
don't
one
clean
cleans around here.
anything. And then you just put your dirty feet in Vince's bed and you
Ooh.
fart under the covers,
Ooh.
Keanu. Oh.
Leaving his air biscuits. This is not cool. Yeah, that's not great.
It's not a nice way to be, buddy.
But the craziest thing about the people that were going to visit Vince this week is that they could not get the clue to leave or at least to be quiet. Lay down on the couch and be quiet. Because he would seriously just turn his back to them. And so
Because
and then-
he's a jellyfish and has no backbone and he can't
but he
go,
was
listen,
but he was
I want to
falling
go to
asleep.
bed. I want to go to
Listen, we
bed.
all-
Goodbye.
We all had that sleepover when we were in middle school where, someone just kept talking, as you're falling asleep. This is what was going on, and they couldn't read it, and they just kept talking and talking. And he was like, he's not listening to you. Let him sleep. You can strategize tomorrow with a clear
His beanie
mind.
is off. That's a clear signal that he's done.
When this beanie is off, do not speak to me.
Don't come a knocking.
Well, he should make that rule for them. They figure it out.
Maybe you should hang his beanie on the doorknob.
And the whole thing about him locking the door. It is my room. That's the one thing I can do. I can lock the door. And Keanu was, did you not hear me knocking? I was not. Why was the door locked? Who locked it? Oh,
These people.
Rachel must have locked it. Why'd she lock it? Because we
Oh
didn't
my
let you
gosh.
in here, Keanu.
Speaking of Rachel and Keanu
Hi.
in the HOH room, the conversation where we've got
he didn't smash the door
Rachel-
down, did he?
Rachel talking to Vince. And this is a great conversation, by the way. As far as gameplay goes, this was a really, really fantastic moment where Rachel's laying it out for Vince, and Vince's like, oh my God, like, why did you go tell him that I told you? And it's like, oh, do you not know how these things work? But anyway, she's like, Vince, you're going to be fine. We'll work together. Like, here's the deal. We're planning this out. Like, you're gonna do what I say. She handled it so well with Vince's personality, especially. But then when Keanu came in and he was like, "Yeah, I just need 2 minutes," she goes, "No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not
Now-
done talking to Vince yet."
I saw on the internet some of the TV watchers were saying that's not fair. Big Brother should remove her from the game for
Oh, for
blocking
crying
like that.
out
It's like,
loud.
no, she did nothing wrong. Vince could have told her to leave if he wanted her
Yes.
to leave.
And she wouldn't.
He did not. because he did not want her to go.
Yep. Yep.
So
It-
that's the end of that, people. If you hear people saying it, straighten them out.
Also, like if you are fighting for $750,000 and you know 2 minutes of conversation is going to change the possibility of you getting to that money,
Yeah.
you're gonna go wait your turn.
yeah.
Unless you're Vince, and then you'd probably be like, "Oh, jeez, I don't want to make anybody mad." It's a
Yeah,
good thing you're not gonna be HOH for 2 weeks in a row, buddy.
That's right. So he won't be HOH next week. You guys think Rachel can do it again?
I hope so because
Well, it doesn't have to
think
be Rachel. It could be Ava.
I
It could
prefer-
be Mickey.
I'd prefer it to be Rachel, honestly.
I would prefer it to be
No,
Rachel.
not Mickey. What are you talking about?
Mickey
No.
won't go after Rachel again.
I don't
Yeah, she
care.
will.
She needs to go home.
Nah,
Yeah,
she'll
she
go
will.
after. She'll go after Kelly, Lauren.
Rachel's
Vince.
like let's be real. For 99% of the house, Rachel is going to be the backdoor option every time from here on out.
Except she always ends up not being.
Hopefully not. Hopefully she can continue to do that. That would be fantastic. But her name's going to be in everybody's mouth. It's just how it is. And then you know what? That's not a new game for Rachel. So, much like Miles in last season of Australia, Rachel kind of plays better from the bottom. She gets her control there. So, whatever the case may be, I don't want Rachel to go on the block. I want her to stay because I want everybody to be afraid of her throughout the rest of the season because at least it's interesting gameplay.
When
No,
she's
I
playing
Them.
when she's playing from the bottom, she seems less of a threat.
Yeah,
I think is why it works for her.
I think you're right.
And Mr. Will, who seems like everybody is fine.
Will
with
is
keeping
just
him-
floating his on.
Oh,
he might as
is-
well have a life vest on because he's just floating on down
But
the
He sure
river.
is.
This week we got to see his true pain in that he just wishes he had his DVR so he could just fast forward through these conversations.
I have,
Oh
I
my
have a
God, yeah.
question about that. There's so much good stuff that we saw in the feeds this week. Why waste time with that BS? With the
Well, I think it
DVR and the fast forwarding
I think it
people.
shows-
and-
Because it caters to a very certain demographic who watches and does not like watch the feeds.
I mean, there's that, but also the idea that it's that same narrative they've had with him of how he just go perfect husband.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Oh.
But it is disappointing that we
tell me
don't get
again.
like
I told you, Will. Tell me again. Oh yeah, you told me that.
it's a little bit like sad that the viewers are missing the moments with Will that are truly just like gut splitting hilarious. Like when he's watching Rachel and the Kelly situation, you can kind of see him in the feeds where he kind of covers his mouth and they don't show it, but like he's trying not to laugh.
Yep.
You
Yep,
know,
you're
like
right.
he cracks up at this stuff because he sees what's going on and how stupid everything is, and he'll have these conversations with Ava that are fantastic. Like the two of them are so funny together, and we don't get any of that of Will. We just get this like very like well mannered husband type who's just sitting.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here watching
Man,
the
a few
game.
words.
Yes.
That scene that they showed where he was in the room and it was Kelly and Ashley playing rock paper scissors because they had nothing else to do. But I'm sure in his mind he's going, "These are two grown ass women.
Yes.
What are they doing? Are you guys for real?
Yeah.
Rock paper? What?"
Yeah,
I mean-
I love Will because Will is kind of the he's like the viewer, you know.
Yeah.
He's coming in from our point of view. He's our stand-in.
There's a blast from the
Oh,
past in our
there's a
chat.
familiar
Hey,
face.
JP.
Our old producer, JP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think any of them would be willing to take Will to the end at this point, but we'll see.
I want like to really be happy with the end of this season. It will involve the final 2 seats being filled with Rachel and Will.
You think?
That's who I want at the end. I don't know that would happen, but that's
That'd be
who I
pretty
want.
good. That'd be pretty
Because
good.
Will, he hasn't really played. He's just watched a bunch of people not play. So he could still win the second place money. It's cool.
Yeah.
Good. Take that money home.
He's not
I know you'll
offensive
have
to
you'd be
anyone.
happy for it, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we are going to take an 8-second pause here for a commercial break and then we will jump back in. Okay. We're back in.
Okay, let's talk about the veto competition. What do you guys think of this?
Yes.
Okay.
That was really interesting and
Is it-
different.
Is it amazing that after 27 seasons and however many seasons of Survivor and that they could do something totally unique and new? I was like, that's
and
cool.
use the theme and have awesome costumes.
Yeah, it was
like,
very
and-
entertaining.
And
And
everybody was having a lot, maybe
They
too
were
much
having
fun
fun.
doing it.
Yeah, they all got to dress up and
They
play
got
their
to
best
act
murder
a little
mystery.
bit.
Yeah.
You know? Okay,
Um,
and again, Vince.
and I'm more and
Vince
more
was,
convinced Ava's a put on after that because
Vince was so good when he is all like, "Oh, hey," like Christy's right. This dude is
Okay,
really an actor.
did anybody think somebody was going to go, well, clearly you would have known that
Yeah.
I know that you'd
There's-
had me.
No, but you know what?
yes,
I was
yes.
waiting for it and no one did it.
Conceivable.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
like when they come out and they go like, "Well, which color would you like?" "Oh no, you choose." And it was just like,
Well, and
Okay,
that's what
that's
I would have
tough. It
done.
was
I would have
tough.
walked up and laid them and I'd say, take whichever one you want.
I have to say that some of these people were like really good at playing it up and playing the game. And then there was Kelly. And every time she had to like talk, I'm just like, no, just stop. Honey, girl, stop it. Just stop it. Like,
Well, then
no.
when she went on about how bad a liar Mickey was, and then she ended up being the person who died.
yes.
Now, question about this, okay? This does seem like, yes, this is a game where you can fool people a little bit. Like, there was a little more control as a player. As a group, they had more control over who was going to get that veto and who wasn't.
And they didn't play it
And
that
they
way.
didn't,
didn't.
use it.
Because they didn't see it. It's that thing where
I mean, why wouldn't every person have gone to Mickey?
right.
Yes, this is
And then-
this is
and
like
then
the
once
same kind of
she's out-
fumble of when you have to take two house guests and put them against each other.
Right. And
Like
then
thi-
once she's out, then you guys can get
Yes.
a different person. But
Th-
yeah, I don't understand it.
That was a
And then
weird.
they let
like,
her win.
Miss. Yep, it was a weird miss. If you ask
It's like
me,
the
but-
one where they do the one against one. You keep pulling the person up that you want to get out because if they answer wrong, they're out.
Well, they
Right,
couldn't
when they
actually
do
do
that.
that because once they played in a round, they sat till the next round.
Yes, but
So
then
they,
the
you
next-
know,
But then the next round, the first person should be.
but they
grabbing
still
Mickey
should have been the
again.
first one picked in
Yep.
every round.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Now I have to say, I was
There was one
checking out
round
the.
where- There was one round when there were odd numbers where she didn't have to do it at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
was
what I'm saying.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
was checking out the list and how they had to pick, and there was so many different times where they could have gone, oh wait, we need to do that. We need to get Mickey. You know.
No,
Okay,
Ava,
so they missed it. They missed that whole boat. But I have to say, David, I was looking at these suits, that the guys are wearing, and they're like red hats, and I was like, you know who would look great in that suit and that red hat? David.
I
David
would.
needs that suit and that red hat.
Wow.
I
I think
would.
that's the look.
I
That's
could
the
rock
look,
that
buddy.
red hat.
If
Yes,
you ever
you
go to the
could.
traders,
Yeah, I think I do. I think
That's
I
your
can do. I
color
think I can do
scheme.
the full tux with the red hat.
yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Ava was super funny when she came out because
Oh my
she had
God.
forgotten that the drink that she had in her hand was
Yes.
full with the
Oh, that was
She
hilarious.
surprised herself. Like she wasn't. She was thinking she tricked him, and then it was like, oh no, wait.
What do you
Uh,
suppose was in that was,
It was like
foamy
a-
like that?
Like an Alka-Seltzer or something?
yeah, but that would react with the liquid itself immediately, so it couldn't have
No,
been.
so it had to be something like
It had to be something mixed,
like hydrogen peroxide or something.
something that
Well, I'm guessing. I don't
something
know.
that
but
reacted in your mouth.
I'm guessing it's going to be something like that or like an Alka-Seltzer, but I'm thinking there's some cutscene work going on here. Because they have to know, like, oh, they just told me to drink the poison. I know. You have the poison when you're going to drink it. But you
Right.
know what I
I
mean?
don't think so. Some of them didn't look like it though.
Well, some of them didn't know, obviously, but if you're the
look like it was
person
gonna
who
s-
handed the,
Right.
Correct. Like all of
I
a sudden they
feel
were
like
just
there
gonna
was
erupt.
I don't know. I feel like there was some cut where they were like, "Oh, okay, you got the poison. Now here, put this in your mouth. Take the drink. Do the
It's
scene."
what they put in there is whatever they use in those like volcano science projects to
They
make
just
it
open your
erupt.
mouth. They just
Yeah.
pour some.
isn't that
They just
Mentos
pour
and Diet
some
Coke?
baking soda into your
Mentos and
mouth. The wine is vinegar. Open your mouth. Let's put in some
Ew,
baking soda.
gross. But that was fun. I thought the same thing you guys did. That like, oh my god, this is like a unique game. It
And,
worked good.
and if they would have done it the other way, where you could pick whomever you wanted, that would have been better. Instead of having the rounds.
Mhm.
Yes. Now we also maybe should talk about the wall.
Oh, the wall of it. Okay. So I want to say right now, she wasn't the first one out, but it was dang close. I called it. She wasn't
I
gonna do
was
well on the wall.
laughing. I was getting some giggles going on. Like, oh, Morgan.
Did you see her fall too? It was very awkward.
It was
Yeah,
very
it was-
like
It
I
was
think
like a face plant.
like no one was more shocked that she was falling than she was.
Right.
in mid fall. Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was really
Now,
great.
Lauren,
They
she
worked the
had
theme
some
there, too, with the-
amazing saves. Like
Oh, she was
Lauren
just
did.
hanging there on a couple of them.
Yes.
And she had-
She's very bendy.
I liked that they had the option to not just have those two handles, but they could hold on to the wood planks above or below them. That kind of changed certain
Mhm.
players' abilities, I think. Yeah, the wall. You know what? Rachel Riley's outfit that she got to wear as the announcer and the host of that was so cute on
So
her.
great. Yeah.
it was kind of a Greatest Showman type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know?
Yes.
I
like
liked
like
it a
like she
lot.
was gonna break it. It's the greatest show
Song
right
and
there.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I
like,
know, that
this
was
is
a
the
great
best
theme
outfit
with
of the
it.
week.
It being a train, that was a great way to do that
Yep.
and make it like a murder train.
Yeah,
you know,
I have
it
to
was
say,
cool.
they've kind of gone back to the motif.
I mean, stick with
They're
it. There's
trying.
lots of things
They're
you can
trying.
do with it.
And now apparently the
The return of the
Mastermind's coming back
week.
next week.
Yeah, which means it won't be Zingbot yet.
Oh gosh,
We got to
there's
be
some
getting
good
close to
ones.
double eviction. It's not if it's not next week,
Yeah.
it's got to be the week
We're
after,
getting
right?
there.
And also the nice
Because
thing,
now we're going into jury, so
we get no Zingbot over the dreaded showmance. So
Do you think the Mastermind is like a classic returnee character? Or do you
I
think it's just nobody?
I don't think it has been.
Wouldn't it be great if he just pulled off the mask and it was
I don't think it has been thus far, but when they maybe at some point they do a reveal and it is. It's like
Yes.
what's
maybe
Jesse?
he does a reveal and
Jesse.
it's Angela the entire time.
Oh,
well, that would be
no.
this week
Yeah,
because she's
Yeah,
hosting the veto comp
Yes.
next week.
we get to see her next week.
And
Yeah,
gosh, I hope nobody eats her cheese
Oh, haven't
because that shit's good for
okay,
like 10
hold
days.
on. We know. Okay, there's no way that this comp isn't going to have something to do with the charcuterie board.
You would think.
or something else Angela related.
Crazy eyes.
I don't know if they could do crazy yet. Well, I don't
I mean,
know.
like she broke into the season with that well-rehearsed breakdown. So
maybe it'll be one of those. Do you know that one competition that they do where it's the faces mixed up and they have to decide
Oh yeah,
who's this one and who's
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
one, and they do like the mashup of like
we
it's
haven't
this
seen
person's
that one
eyes.
for a while. and I
Maybe
like
that would
it.
be Crazy Eyes. I don't know.
I like that one.
You have to make up here's the sketch artist rendition.
Now, when was the last
Who's
time
it?
we
That was-
saw that one? I think it was like a Franzel season, maybe.
Oh, and some of those pictures were frightening when you mix up the different,
They really were.
right?
No, that one's a good one. That's a
Did you
fun
see?
game.
Did you see Franzel's her and her husband are expecting
Yep,
a
she's
baby?
gonna have another baby.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
saying.
That's why she's drinking the grape juice and not the
And
wine.
another girl. So this will be their second girl, her and Victor, and Rachel and Bren. They have two girls. What do Josh and Jordan?
Jeff and Jordan?
Jeff and Jordan.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I don't know. I didn't.
they have
follow
two
their
as well,
children.
don't they?
I know they have children, but I don't know what their I don't know what their gaggle is consisting of.
Mm. I don't know if there'll be any Big Brother matchmaking between all the Big
I
Brother
mean, we're getting to the
kids.
point now where we're starting to get like some of these kids could come back and play someday.
They
Two
could.
children, Lawson and Leighton.
Lawson and Layton.
Boys?
Jordan picked the names, clearly.
Boys? Maybe that's two
Those are
boys.
definitely Jordan's picks.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Um,
it's been a good week as far as the drama goes. Rachel
yeah.
is back in it. She's giving us
It
the
was
Rachel feed
it
we
was
want.
it was quite an emo week for Vince. I'm glad that'll be
Yeah.
over.
And
Uh,
Rachel, I feel like when Rachel was like the night of the whole like Kelly like and we saw those clips where she's like, "Oh my god, the drama of it." Um like Rachel looked really good. I was like,
mm.
"Damn, she looks really good right
Hey,
now."
she
Like,
had those little things here to take the puffy out of
"Oh
her eye,
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the
I
little
know.
gold mask, the little gold eye
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't know.
looking great.
She was
Everybody's outfits tonight for eviction night, everyone was dressed up, looking
except
really
for the ones
sharp,
on the block. There was a
which was
weird.
really
That was
weird
hilarious.
because they
The
had the
picture you
weird tights
posted.
on. Yeah, I stole
What
that
was
off of the
that?
Blue
What?
Sky.
But what was that?
I
Why?
don't
Why
know.
did they?
I can't
What was?
understand it. I don't.
Because
Maybe
they
they
were.
had to. Were they told they had to?
I don't. Then that would have come into play for something.
Well, I
But they
mean,
were
like, there's
red
no
shirts and
way
black
someone's
shirt.
gonna just have two of those outfits laying
But
around other
then,
than production.
well, no, because everyone can have like black yoga pants. So, like they can have those. That's kind of generic.
Yeah,
That's like
but
a
these are
staple.
like this was an
And then,
identical outfit.
but they didn't have the same shirts on.
Oh, they didn't. Were they the
Mm-mm.
same
They were
color?
both red.
Okay.
And then Kelly doesn't have that outfit. She has just a black dress.
It was a weird thing. I don't know.
So was it a? I don't understand.
I think I missed whatever the intention was
Yeah.
behind all of that. But
I'll have to see what the
and
feeds say.
you
Maybe
know
about
what? Ava had if Ava had just moved her feet just 2 steps faster, because she had it right on the first put
Yeah.
together too.
Yeah, she did.
She was a half a second
That was a
behind
cool.
Kelly.
That was a cool challenge. But that for people who have that like visual sense,
Yep.
it was easy,
Yeah.
right?
I do think it was really funny when Catherine was like, "I was this close by." I mean, like, way to go, Kelly, you're a beast. Like, I was this close behind you. I almost had. I'm like, no, honey, you didn't. Ava did. You had to go all the way back to the beginning, and you put it together wrong.
Yeah.
No, Catherine.
So you know what? Just like Riley, you could have won, but you didn't.
But you
So
didn't.
You
But
didn't.
you didn't.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's okay. I hope
interesting.
that Catherine finds her bearings just fine when she's out there. I mean, like, I am not sad to see her leave the game because she was never really
She
playing
was
it
never
much.
a player.
Yeah. So, you know,
I hope we see. I hope we see good things for her in the
I
future.
kind of feel like going forward, there's a couple different options that are going to play out. I have the sense that if Rachel's allowed to stay any longer, she may actually work with Vince. Like, maybe Vince will finally have a person between her and Morgan.
Yeah.
And then I do think that
I'm not
Kelly
upset with
and
the Rachel Vince Morgan
no, me either.
trio. That'd be fine.
And then I think that
As long
Kelly
as they listen to
and
her.
yeah, that'd be a good start.
Yeah.
Kelly and Keanu, I think, are definitely gonna like stick together going forward. They kind of have to. They became
they-
friends right on the block, right from
And
the
they
get
have
go.
to go too, both of them.
Well,
Yeah.
because
If she works with Vince and she can keep Morgan and Ava, I mean that's a pretty strong voting block at this
Yeah.
point.
I think
Mhm.
that I think Ava is. I think there's a little wavering with Ava. I think Ava could end up jumping ship at some point.
Do you?
Maybe, yeah, maybe Will could. But
But-
I
but
think
right
that if
now-
she locked in with Vince and she locked in with Morgan, I think that's the trio.
and if you have Ashley and Will in that judges with you, that's 5. You're
Yeah.
sitting in a really good spot, right? You guys could put.
Well, that's what I'm
Ava
saying.
in.
You don't at this minute. You don't want to be Lauren.
Mm.
She's kind of out there, on her own at this point.
So, if you're any of the judges and you win HOH this week, who do you put up? Who are your 3? And will it still be 3 now that we're to jury?
Oh, I think I would put up Keanu, Kelly, and Lauren. I mean, just
Lauren
boom, boom,
Kelly
boom.
and backdoor Mickey if you can.
Yep, yep.
And if Lauren gets upset with you, it's well,
Oh well.
you could beat Keanu or you could beat Kelly. You could win
I
the
think
power veto.
if either Kelly or Lauren got upset with me, all I'd have to do is glare at them, and they'd run away and cry, and it wouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
she's.
So
I don't
that's
know.
not a hard one.
Maybe they put something in the water this year to make them extra emotional. I don't know. Whatever
It's
that
just this
is,
group of
reverse
people.
it.
It's this group of people. It's the tone of the game right from the get go. I feel like if Mickey or Keanu had won the first HOH, the energy of this game would have been entirely different throughout most of it.
Yep.
It's just that first HOH like really shows you certain things about the group you're gonna spend the summer with. And this was a weird HOH to start with, and
And no one thought Vince was going to win that wall, did they?
well, I don't know why, because he's a smaller guy, and smaller guys
Sure.
have won the wall before.
Sure, but I mean, I guess he came out like gangbusters with the second they entered the house with games. So maybe he
Yeah.
does have a little physicality to him, and maybe he does yoga.
Oh, he was in college baseball. I mean, for whatever
Oh,
that's
that's
worth.
right. Yeah. Well, many
For,
many moons ago,
for
because
whatever that is
he's one of the
worth.
old people in the house.
That's probably where he was like started his mustache growing.
Oh, I think he's Italian, right? I think it just grows quick.
They're just
He's
born
always
with him,
got, like,
actually.
he's just like, yeah. He's like one of the Mario situations.
They give
going
you one
on.
at the hospital. You get a pacifier and a mustache. Clink,
Yeah.
clink.
Yeah. All right, guys. So feeling good. I mean, Ashley she's been doing really good. She's like keeping her head down.
I mean, she's a terrible.
Yeah,
She's
I mean-
she's terrible and messy, but also she's kind of like, for somebody who was like irritating half the house from the beginning, she's managed to heal that.
Yeah,
damage.
no one's really looking at her anymore.
Nope.
Because as much as they thought she was annoying and maybe a little conniving at the beginning, I think they've realized, oh no, she's harmless. She's fine. She's just,
I think she's like
you know.
the eye roll, and then occasionally they have to roll their eyes at what she says,
Yeah.
but. Well, I am curious to see what the HOH competition's going to be and who it brings in. Anybody want to put down who they think is going to win it?
Well, I mean, my winner pick was Ashley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody has Vince, right?
Oh,
Christy.
she means HOH.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's talking-
HOH this week.
Yeah. Who are we
Yeah.
predicting for HOH? this
Well,
week?
I mean, nobody's reporting they even started it yet. But
No, they probably won't. Mm-mm.
I mean, something tells me that Rachel will have the fire in her to do it again, but she might pull back and go, no, not right away again. I don't know.
I'm afraid
she-
it might be Kelly. I'm afraid Kelly might get it.
No,
yeah.
don't say that.
I just have
Not
a
Kelly.
feeling.
And
I have
not
a feeling.
Mickey. I would,
I think it's going to be Mickey.
It could be Mickey.
She wins some comps.
she does, but she needs to go. That's why. Maybe
Oh.
maybe your girl Ashley will finally win something.
That would be a fun hot mess. Let's hope for that. Fingers crossed it's Ashley.
Okay, that's
Just
what we'll,
for the
that's what we'll hope
chaos.
for. Yeah, just for the fun, the funsies. All right, yeah, because if it's Morgan,
Oh,
it's
man.
just gonna be another week of cuddle time in the HOH room.
And just like really obnoxious conversations over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
And
And
those
listen,
two,
I love
they need a
me
break.
some Morgan. I love me some Morgan. But like Morgan, Vince, and Lauren combos are just
They feed each other the paranoia, and I just want to go, guys, just take a chill pill.
Yeah,
Just,
and it's always like, you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? You know
Like
what
Milk
I mean?
Toast
You know?
would
I
be
know.
exciting
I know.
in
I
that
know.
group.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I
Yeah.
don't love it. I don't love it. I like them. I don't love those conversations.
all right. Well, before we get to be those kinds of people who do those conversations, I guess it's time to wrap this up. Regardless of who's going to be HOH this next week, the game has started. People are doing things. It's going to be exciting.
Thank you,
So
Rachel.
we might have some things to talk about before you see us next week. Where would people see us? if they wanted to see
Well,
us
you
in the next
can
couple days.
see us here, of course. Like and subscribe, because if anything good does happen, like actually really amazing starts happening, and we're
I mean,
around,
something
we'll
might
jump
happen.
on.
Something
We'll,
amazing might happen Sunday night.
yeah,
We don't know.
well,
Yeah.
you don't know. You don't
We
know
don't
what you might suddenly
Just
get a
see. I don't
surprise
know.
if you subscribe, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, we don't know.
And then there is the Facebook page, Tally the Votes Facebook. Also, we have an Instagram. You can head over there. And if you prefer to listen to your conversations during your commute or your jog, then you can go to anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, look for the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed, and we're there. You can also find us on our own under Tally the Votes. So what I'm telling you is there ain't a corner you can't turn around and find
We'll
us.
find you. We'll find
we're
you.
Here. We're
You're
here.
not going to be sleeping in that room, and we don't know you're there. We're going to find you. Okay.
This is you can't be Ava in this situation. All right.
And guys, if you are in the Facebook group, you can post something in there too. If you find something that you want us to see or you think is funny, we like those. Go ahead and post them there.
Please do.
Or Maddie, if you just want to slam Ava, go ahead. Right on
whatever.
the Facebook page.
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
good with
We're
it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever it takes, to get you through your day. It's a tough time in the world. Like, have fun. Post it.
Guys, we're the jury, and all of our picks are still in.
I know we're doing it. We're making it happen, guys. We're getting there. So,
All right.
listen. Speaking of the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed,
Mm-hmm.
we
There's a
would
couple
like.
other things over there, huh?
There's a few things. There's a bunch of other shows. We're getting ready to U.S. Survivors, getting closer to that season. There's great. There's some broads you might want to listen to if that's your thing. There's
Some
some
guy talk.
rambling that's
Yeah.
happening.
Right.
Rambling
happens.
happening tonight, right? Like literally right now.
Literally right now.
So you should check it out. And we would
our
like to.
other show, right? That's going right now.
Yes.
Australian Survivor versus the World.
Which
Well-
is the fastest and most fun reality TV in a long time.
If you guys have not watched it, okay, you can catch up this weekend. It's a long weekend. We got Labor Day coming up.
You got
You
it.
will not be disappointed. It's pretty
won't
good.
be
Only 10
disappointed.
episodes, not a big commitment.
and only 6 out so far. So you can do this.
And
You
here's the
got it.
greatest part. There's 6 out, and we have no idea when the other 4 are going to air.
We have
we
no
know
clue
at least
because
2 are going to air this upcoming week.
Yeah.
It's a mystery, but
Nobody
You
knows.
can just find it on YouTube. Just Google it.
yeah,
Or
there's
not
easy.
Google it,
It's
search
easy
it.
to find.
Yeah.
So there is that also.
Getting harder. They've purged some of that.
Well,
Yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it.
it'll be on there, I think.
But
Just
speaking
makes
of
us
Jay
more
and Jack,
hungry for it.
if we would like to give a shout out to those Jay and Jack
Yes.
Patreons,
Mm.
especially those that contribute at a certain level, which is Eckhart Rickner, Maggie the Magnificent, and Joanne with the Plant, Ed the creepy poopy head mailman. And listen, if you check in, you listen to these shows, I really like this. Well, you can be a patron. Just go to patreon.com/JNJack. That's it
Yeah.
there. So we've got Australia Survivor coming up next week, which I may or may not be here for, but these two are going to be here. They're going to be
Listen,
here.
someone
so-
will be talking about
It's
it.
like Euchre,
You
I'm
got
going alone. Oh, no, Christy will be here.
I'm talking to
then-
myself.
We have our Big Brother coverage again Thursday after the eviction. We do have a wonderful person coming in to fill this spot of mine, as I will be in the mountains without signal. And somebody that, if you've watched us before, you might recognize.
You've seen
the
him before.
face.
Yeah.
You know who
It's
he
a
is.
face
He's
you
our-
know.
He's our loyal groundskeeper from the Traders, and he's got a few things to say. There might even be a rant.
There might be a rant. Very likely. All right,
So-
guys. Well, if that is all. I
That is
guess we'll
all.
see you-
That's all
we'll
we've
see you-
got. We
we'll see
just
you
got to
next
be
week.
Long.
watching our feeds for the HOH, crossing our fingers for Ashley.
Yeah, somebody good.